Hey guys, today I'm going to cover everything you need to know about third-party inspections for your Amazon products. By the end of this video, you're going to know what they're for, when you should use them, what the process looks like, and even some suggestions on who to go with. Let's get into it. As Amazon sellers, our main focus is sourcing and selling quality products. But how do you monitor the quality when your product's being manufactured in another country, such as China? This is where a third-party inspection service comes into play. This is a business that complies with international regulations and safety standards, so hiring an inspection company helps catch any issues with your products before they leave the factory and make sure that only quality units are reaching your customers. Should I use an inspection service? Well, first, let's talk about what you can do without an inspection service. Here at Jungle Scout, we recommend asking your supplier to take photos of the production process. This allows you to keep an eye on production and doesn't cost you anything. You want to make sure that the products reflect the samples that you initially receive. In some cases, however, the samples from your manufacturer may not match the main order. We have heard of instances where manufacturers may use cheaper, low-quality materials instead of the more expensive ones that they send you in the sample, just to fast-track the process. Another thing you can do is, if you live in the US, you can certainly ship your products from China to your house first, inspect them, and then send them onto Amazon. While this does give you some peace of mind, if there are any problems with your products, there's not a lot you can do now that they've left China and are in the US. The last thing you want is defective products in Amazon's warehouse, which could then lead you to needing to remove all of your inventory, then correcting or disposing the problem products and sending them back into the warehouse. Not only does this cost you time and money, but you may also have to deal with negative reviews, returns, and in some cases your listing being suspended by Amazon. With all that being said, there are plenty of cases where people do not use inspection services and their products are totally fine. These are just some of the potential risks involved if you don't. For the most peace of mind and the lowest risk, then we would recommend trying an inspection service. Again, it doesn't have to be every single shipment. You could get it for your first shipment only, or maybe every second or third. But if you can build it into your product cost, then it's not a bad idea to do this every shipment, which gives you the absolute lowest risk. So take this information and figure out what's best for you. So how much does it cost? Generally speaking, inspection services cost around $300 per shipment. This works out to be approximately 20 cents per unit. In my opinion, that's not a lot to pay for the peace of mind that you receive, as well as the potential headaches and expense that it could save you. So what inspection services do we recommend? When it comes to choosing an inspection service, in China for instance, we recommend first checking where your factory is located and find an inspection company that services your supplier's area. Google is your best friend here, otherwise you may have to pay extra fees to cover travel expenses for the assigned inspector. In our shipping episode of the $1 Million Case Study, Michael Gallardo from Flexport recommends using companies such as Topwin, VTrust, and UL. At Jungle Scout, we've personally used QIMA, formerly Asia Inspections, and had great experiences with them. You can visit each of these websites to learn more about each one. Now, the most common inspection service you're likely to use is a pre-shipment inspection. This service is the most effective that confirms the whole shipment's quality level. In most cases, the products must be 100% complete and at least 80% packed into ship-ready cartons. How does a pre-shipment inspection work? First, you must book the inspection 3 days in advance. Once you've booked, your supplier will be notified and a certified inspector will be assigned to visit the factory. The inspection usually includes a factory visit, checking your unit count, a workmanship check, on-site tests, product and carton measurements check, labels and marking checks, and any other additional checks from you, the client. The inspector will take a portion of your products and check them against an internationally recognized standard called AQL. The AQL determines the sample size to be inspected. From here, an inspection report with images of the products and the comments from the inspector will be created. Most reports are available within 24 hours. Check out this extensive 40-page report for our Jungle Scout product, the Jungle Slider. It shows product specification checks, images of the product in and out of its packaging, packing labels, product drop tests, and even photos of your inspector and sometimes the factory and its manager. Oh, and most importantly, the report shows you the inspection result. Now, what happens if your inspection fails? Well, contrary to belief, you can actually look at it as a positive. If it's a really bad fail, you can get your money back provided that you've used Alipay, which is Alibaba's payment platform, where you're then protected by trade assurance. If not, and you directly wire transferred your deposit, then you can still try to leverage this report to get a refund, but in worst case scenario, you can still back out at this point and not lose your entire investment. Or on the upside, if there are only a few minor problems that cause your inspection to fail, as was the case with our Jungle Slider product, you can ask your supplier to fix these and rectify any issues before they reach Amazon's warehouse. In addition to this, you can use your inspection report as leverage to get a better deal than originally agreed upon. An opportunity for you to sweeten the deal, so to speak. And then going forward, version 2.0 will be improved right out of the gate. What about payment terms? If you have a contract with your supplier, you should always stipulate that the pre-inspection results are subject to the final payment. For example, if you pay a 30 to 50% deposit, it is possible to negotiate the final payment only if the product passes the pre-shipment inspection. Yep, again, you can use the inspection as leverage. On top of this, you can also negotiate ahead of time with your supplier for them to pay for the second inspection if the first one fails. So there you have it. I hope this has given you an insight into inspection services and another way you can protect your product and brand reputation. Now over to you. Which inspection service do you use? Or have you used in the past? Comment below, as I'd love to hear everyone's experience and we can help each other with our recommendations. I hope you found a lot of value in today's video. Please give me a thumbs up below if you did like it and subscribe to get more videos like this one. All the very best with choosing an inspection service, and I'll see you in the next video.